So I have come to an observatory to talk about string theory. I'm Bill Snodgrass, and this is another video in my series on success, on being successful. And the topic of this video is efficiency. Now, to say this is about string theory is a little bit deceptive, because string theory is a physics concept, and that's why I came to the astronomy observatory, was, you know, to kind of play off of that. But in this video on efficiency, we're going to look at string theory, but it's going to be a little bit different. And I want to give credit to my former business partner and lifelong friend Cameron, who shared this idea with me. And I hope I do justice by what he had come up with. So in other videos in this success series, we've talked about your dreams. Are your dreams something that can be turned into a goal? Are they realistic enough? Are they solid enough that your dreams can become goals? And then, if they are goals, once you have your goal, can you come up with a plan by which to reach that dream? And once you have put that plan in place, are you willing to put the effort in? Are you willing to put in the work to get there? In this video on success, we're going to talk about how to be efficient with the effort that we're going to put in. So once we have come up with a plan and we have begun to put the effort in to carry out that plan, then the concept of efficiency comes to bear. Success is greatly enhanced if we can be efficient in how we carry out the plan. Now, a lot of times people will talk about this efficiency concept. They'll talk about, well, what's your workflow? What's your work path look like? What are the steps you follow in order to go from here to here in the job and getting the job done? And that's where the concept of string theory comes in. Efficiency is the difference between getting something done and getting a lot of something done. Efficiency is the difference between getting something done and getting something done very well. And so with that in mind, we're gonna talk about this, and we're gonna using the string theory, not the physics string theory. Sorry about that, if that's what you're here for. Yeah, not that string theory. Here's the concept. Suppose you work at a restaurant, and your job is you're working in the kitchen area to cook. And let's suppose this is a restaurant that serves hamburgers, because, you know, I know a lot about hamburgers. And I worked at McDonald's for a long time when I was young, going to college and all that sort of thing. So we're working at a restaurant that does hamburgers. Someone calls over the order system that comes up on your screen. You need a hamburger. So you got buns, you got condiments, you got meat, you got cheese. Now, if you are new to the job, you might go get the meat patty and then realize you need your buns, and then you might go back and get the bun, and then you might put the bun in the wrong place. So the idea of efficiency connected to string theory is, if you were to tie a string to the person's belt, and every time they went somewhere, you connected that string to a pulley, and you kept just winding out more and more string. The young person might go over to the cooler, and then to the buns, and then to the dressing table, and then over to the bun toaster, and then back to the dressing table, and then maybe they would then go over to the grill, and then eventually it would all come together, and they would have this big mess, a web of string that they have trailed behind them. Then the manager would come in, and he would receive the order on the little screen, and he would go to the buns, pick up some buns. On his way past the cooler, he would pick up the patty of meat, put the buns in the toaster and engage the toaster, pass back to the grill and put the meat on the grill. A moment or two later, the buns would be done. He would take those out of the toaster and he would put the condiments on them, turn the meat, put the meat on, and you can see that he's made like one single circuit, and then he has kind of made a half circuit and he's done. He's made fewer stops in the work path. This concept, this path that we do our work, the path that we follow as we get our work done, this is the difference between being efficient and inefficient. And it applies in almost, I cannot think of a situation where an efficient work path or an efficient workflow doesn't make sense. A lot of people who are watching this video at this point in the game, a lot of my followers have some connection to making videos or YouTube and that sort of thing. Look, from taking the video and putting it up on YouTube, there's a lot of steps, and it can be efficient steps and it can be not efficient steps. Some really fail moments for me have been, I got to a site where I was going to shoot video. I had no video, I had no SD card. I got to a site I was going to shoot a video and my battery was dead. These are inefficient steps. Dragging the files to my work computer and then not putting them in the right place and having to go look for them, these are things that are inefficient. So as you develop a workflow, as you develop, when I used to coach baseball, and we had a system. My oldest son would help me, my youngest son, my second son would help me as well, and different times and different seasons. We would get to the place, we'd pop open the back. I had an expedition at the time. Out would come this, and one with this, and one with that, and I would this, and then and pretty soon the other players would arrive, and we'd have everything ready. Boom, 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 and then it's over. Success is enhanced. Nobody's standing around watching. Nobody's standing around waiting. A lot of times you'll see in logistics services the just-in-time delivery. So we need these things to make this thing, and we need these things to make this thing. And if we get these a week before we get these, they're just sitting around in the way, and we don't even have these yet. But if they come in just in time and they go together and then out the door, then just in time. So efficiency. It is not enough to work hard. You need to also work smart. When I was doing web design and web development, we wrote PHP and MySQL. We had code banks. We had libraries of code that we would recycle over and over again, because once we had figured out how to make it efficient the first time, we're going to use that same code over and over. Functions and function libraries and things like that. So work smart, and working smart will make you more efficient, and the more efficient you are, the more successful you're going to be. That's the last of these keys to success. You start with a dream, the dream becomes a goal, the goal becomes a plan, the plan leads to action steps, and the more efficiently you can apply your effort to those action steps, the more successful you're going to be. Thank you for being here watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the little snippets of Conway Observatory that I shared with you along the way. It's a cool place. It's tied into one of the universities, and you can find it online. Probably I'll see if I can find the link and put it down in the descriptions. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll probably come back here again because nobody bothers me when I'm here. Bugs are starting to crawl around and fly around, but nobody bothers me. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit notifications. What else? Leave me a comment, leave me a question. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.